Get this set up over here a little bit. Sorry about all the motion and everything, folks. Look at her. Look how beautiful she is. This kind of relationship, this kind of thing, obviously, you know, when I was a little kid, I just loved animals. So when I went to prison for all those years and, you know, hardly had any pets. Along the way, I did have quite a few, actually. But these guys, this is Buddy. Buddy, say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Right over there. Good? Yeah. Yeah. This is Buddy. So, anyway, having pets is a blessing. It's you know, you get to interact with their personalities, and it's, you know, it's really something kind of cool. So I did miss that while I was in prison, even though I did have a lot of different pets. I mean, hi Dom. Hey Joey. It's going good so far. So far, so good. Everything's everything. How's it going with you guys? I'm just hanging out with Buddy right here, little Buddy. And then we have, come here. Is this a beautiful, beautiful animal or what? She's just gorgeous. And Buddy too. Buddy's good. Emma's good. How are you guys doing? Any news over there where you are? Things about the same here. I mean, you know, I continuously try to push forward with some kind of an agenda that makes sense, something that is helpful all the way around, rather than being hurtful or any kind of a negative thing. So, you know, like I've said many, many times, I feel like each person, whoo, yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you, man. I mean, when I was a kid, I would bring, you know, we lived like in a little cul-de-sac or dead-end street. Yeah, Joey, I should have named him Peanut. He looks more like a peanut. And very few people name their cats Peanut. I think. I'm not sure. But, yeah, animals are great. I used to bring home, like, ponies, and I would go and I'd go to these auctions and I'd buy animals, and then I'd just bring them home. I'd walk them down the side of the road. I'd bring goats. I brought sheep, you know, wild animals, raccoons, possums. My mom freaked out. She was doing the laundry, and, you know, she had her basket in the basement, and she lifts up a blanket, and there's a raccoon in there. So, yeah, I think she chased that raccoon away. I never could find him again. But anyway, yeah, it's all good. I love animals. And, you know, really, I think that human beings, we kind of forget that we are mostly animal. I mean, there's obviously another part to human beings that doesn't exist in the animal kingdom, the so-called animal kingdom. But, oh, yeah. Oh, Joey, those pot-belly pigs, any of those pigs, they're good watchdogs, watch pigs or whatever. They get a hold of you too. And, yeah, we've had a number of episodes with raccoons. But, I mean, an animal's an animal, right? It's going to have certain instincts, certain instinctual behavior. Yeah, I've done that like, I don't know how many times. Dogs, not many cats. I had one cat that was like an abandoned cat. It was in this little barn and it was all by itself. Maybe it did have siblings at one time, but there was nothing else in that barn. It was just like a little shed. So I got this kitten and I brought it home, and my older brother and his friends were always going in and out of the house through the garage, and they go down to the basement. That's where he had his room, and hang out. And when they came up, it'd be late at night, whatever. There's no light there. So one night, the little kitty was by the door, and one of the dudes stepped on it, and it broke its back, and that was it for the kitty cat. I mean, it kind of broke my heart too, but I mean, what can you do? Oh yeah. Well, Joey, the difference. Yeah. No. The difference then. I mean, when you're around livestock, when you're on a farm, when you're out in the country, when you're next to nature, when you're next to animals, any kind of animal, I think. But yeah, it kind of brings you a little bit in harmony, right, with the environment of the earth, the world we live in. So yeah, I remember this guy, the ADX Supermax. He said to me, he was an orderly, and he was kind of a Muslim guy. Like, some of those guys will play the Muslim role because they get a different diet and they get different little, things they can, extras and stuff like that, which, I mean, I do it too, probably. I have done it actually for the Jewish holidays before. I've done that because they had a pretty good, like, Passover menu. But anyway, this guy says, I'm talking to him, and he says, I look at human beings like they're dangerous animals. And, at first I was like, I felt an objection to that, but I thought about it. And I said, it kind of, in a way, it just makes basic sense. I mean, we human beings, we have a lot of the same physical instincts that any other animal has. So, I mean, I think we do a little better when we realize that, okay, part of us is animal, and part of us, that's the lower self. The lesser self is the flesh, right? The physical, the animal. The greater self is the energy, or the non-physical. I hate to use the word spiritual, because I think it's been misused, but that's where that term actually comes from, is what constitutes life in the psyche, in the soul of man. And that's an energy. And some say that energy it can't be extinguished. You can't be killed. A Sparky too. Glad to see you. Glad to hear you. Yeah, we're just going over some philosophical stuff. I mean, we started talking about, I guess we were talking about the pups. And then we sort of, this is Princess Emma, by the way. Hi, everybody. I'm Princess Emma. She wants to be a ventriloquist. And here's little buddy. Hi, Sparky. Hi, Tom. Hi, Joey. Hi, everybody. Buddy's cool. But you know what Buddy does? Buddy has this, he'll jump. He just jumps, he just leaps, like blindly, from high places. He leapt. I had him in the cart at like Walmart or somewhere, one of those shopping stores, and he just jumped right out, whoop, onto the floor. And he must be pretty tough, because he didn't get hurt. But, yeah, gotta keep an eye on Buddy. He's a jumper. But he's cool. He's really cool. And it's just different, you know, being able to have animals and be in contact with animals and, you know, even learn from animals. I learn a lot from these guys. I learn a lot from these animals. I don't consider them to be any different than family. They're just different types of family or beings in that same family. So I can give him a treat. He's a good boy. Yeah. He gets treats. He gets treats. These two together are known as well-fed. Well-fed. But, yeah, it's really nice to have these guys as part of the family. What are you doing, Sparky? What's going on over there? Anything new? Yeah, by the way, I said all that just to say we need to be aware that there's two parts of us. Each person is really not just one person, but two combined. We're all almost like our own twins, at least, you know, that was the ancient wisdom, the collective consensus, I would say, was that, you know, the yin and the yang. Yeah, they do. They know. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. They get... Emma and Buddy eat pretty good. They eat very well. Yeah. Their nickname really is well-fed. They eat well. Emma actually likes, we didn't know this until just about a week ago, because we went to this spot where the GPC project is going on, and took Emma and Buddy, walked around the back. It was a bowl of cat food on the patio, and Emma just went over to it and started eating it. And she loved it. She loved it. Yeah, Joey, I think we can use both because think how strong, how survival oriented the physical or the animal instincts are. They're very sophisticated. I've been good. I've been good. Yeah. Been good, man. Just, working, moving forward, trying to better myself. Yeah, there's obstacles, there's challenges, but you've got to be able to meet them. You got to be able to hang with it long enough to outlast them or to find a way around them or through them, right? So, oh, okay. All right. I don't think we could do that, though, Joey. We couldn't have a constant feeder because, well, we would just go broke like within a day or two. These guys, for their size, they can put down some chow. They can throw down with some chow. They might be small. They might look small. They can pack it in. I don't know how. I think it's some kind of magic trick. But, huh? Yeah. It's, Buddy he's so small because he was the runt in a litter of runts. They purposely breeded the runts to get a smaller Yorkshire. And Buddy was the runt of the runts. So evidently, he has some kind of intestinal genetic deal going on. Maybe his intestines just didn't fully form or something, but he has a hard time digesting food, and a lot of it tends to run straight on through him. So that's why he's in a diaper, or if he's not in a diaper, he's in a wrap, because he pisses a lot. And I don't think he gives a damn where he pisses. He's like nonchalant about it. He hasn't learned to go outside to poop, because I don't think he can. Maybe he can't hold it. I don't know. But he does get to the mat, to the pad, most of the time. Most. Not always, but most of the time. Emma is cool. She's just really smart and has her routine down. She normally goes outside. Now, it says also, tell your family, your wife, or girlfriend, my family says also. Yeah, Dom, it's cool, right? It's nice to have the pets. But, when we brought in Buddy home, Emma couldn't process it. We just walked in with Buddy, and she saw him, and normally she would just go ballistic on, seeing another dog, especially at that close range. But she just looked like, questioningly, like she was almost in a fugue state. She couldn't process that there was another dog. So it took her a long time just to get to the barking stage. And then a few days later, she tried to set Buddy up. I'm sure it was her, because, I think she took a poop on the floor and tried to blame it on Buddy. But we don't have just positive proof of that, so we can't really say. But she is smart. She is wily. And, she can't get over on me that easily, because I'm experienced. My wife is laughing right now, almost uncontrollably, because she thinks that's not true probably, or thinks it's a joke.
Must have put this one there, one, whatever.
No, hey Jimmy. Yeah, man. Dog logic. Dog logic. But I am very, very lenient with them. Most of the time. Most of the time. I lose my patience. I get in my feelings every now and again. Doesn't happen often, but yeah, I mean, I can be tricked off into that, I guess, a little bit. Don't stay there long. But these are really beautiful animals. Princess Emma is just the most, I mean, you be the judge. Look at her. Look at how beautiful she is. This is just one really beautiful puppy. And yeah, we love these guys, but we learn a lot from them. Hi, Storm. You looking for a rover, huh? Jimmy, you got to get a rover, man. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. My wife does that, right? Puts the tie in her hair and the bow. Emma doesn't like it because she's a bit of a tom girl, boy. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I do. At times. They know when I'm serious. And they obey my commands immediately, without hesitation, without any second guessing, without faking that they didn't hear me or otherwise couldn't. They know I'm a disciplinarian. Yeah. But yeah, seriously. Seriously though, they're good pups. They know shit, right? They got like a sixth. Yeah, you're right, Storm. Pretty much, you know. But I have to be lenient. I have to be, because it's just the way, it's just the way I have to be. I have to err on the side of leniency. They have a certain ability to understand, and they certainly see things and know things that humans don't have the ability to. I mean, yeah, well, she was laughing because usually Emma just has her techniques all worked out, her little manipulations. So if she doesn't want to do something, when I ask her to do it, then she starts going through, her repertoire of behaviors so that she doesn't have to. But it's all good because we all laugh about it and we make fun of ourselves and we make fun of her too a little bit. Yeah, I think they do. I think they do. The only difference that I could find between humans and other mammals in the animal kingdom is that there's an ancient principle of rationality. There's a certain type of reasonableness or rationality that is part of the human mind. But I don't make a distinction there, because animals are very, very intelligent. And like I said, they know more than we do. They sense things, they know things. Now, they might not be able to communicate it. They don't have the voice box, the larynx, they can't spell very good because they don't have opposable thumbs. But, they articulate in other ways. Very, very subtle body language that they use. And, it's really like, hey there, Zeus. Good morning, Zeus. Yeah, I think so. I think the dogs in particular, but all animals really, unless they've just been domesticated down to the level of, a cow or a sheep. But even then, they know. And we're just like that too, right? Pretty much. We tend to be like that ourselves. Sometimes, we just operate on these animal instincts. And what's that? Tell everybody you said hello? No, you tell them. You're not shy. You're not shy. Look right there. Look right there. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. You're not shy at all. She is very fiercely protective. Oh, I think so. I mean, think of their loyalty. Think of the way they trust. Think of how they rely on us. And, like, the only thing that she can do for us is to protect us and to love us and to, just wag her tail and lick and bat her eyes and just show us love. But she's a very fierce protector, very fierce for her size and for her breed, which these dogs were actually bred initially as palace guard dogs. So it's in her in spades. I mean, she will fly at people. And I mean, she just goes into a whole different sphere of dog mentality when she senses if somebody comes, and I don't know how she even knows sometimes how people are around or the proximity, because some people she will do that with. There's, what would you say, maybe half and half or less than half and half, that she will get aggressive with. A lot of people she just lets, she doesn't do it. They just go on past. But I think she can sense something in other people, like their vibes, and she'll do it, even if they're like further out than normal. I've known some pretty cool cats, Joey. Yeah, I've known some really cool cats, man. There was one just a month and a half ago, over there where the GPC site is. And it's a huge cat. Looks like a friggin' mountain lion. All right, all right, man. Have a great night. Thank you, Dom. See you time for me. I got like 20 different things that I should be attending to right now, so I'm gonna move forward. Appreciate you guys showing up. Appreciate you very much. And bye, Joey. Bye, Sparky too. Bye, everybody. Bye, Zeus. See you soon, man. Next week.